My name is MaDonna May. All of my life, I have searched for the highest truth for me. What would bring me into my mastery? What would heal everything that needs to be healed? What would help us to create heaven on earth and help us to heal nature? I have studied many disciplines and highly respect them all. All roads lead to Source, the highest divine source of love, no matter if it's Buddhism or Christianity or followers of Muhammad or the Kabbalah or whatever. The desire within the human heart is for divine love and an opportunity for all life to be safe, to thrive with respect and fairness for all. Our desire is to find and fulfill our purpose, the purpose of our souls. Why did we come to earth? I wanted something that would be cost-effective and would lead the way in our total spiritual growth. I wanted something a little more organized where we could really feel the results. We could see our lives really changing. I want to be healed on every level. I want to move into my God-given birthright with ease and grace. I want something that can really see what needs to be repaired within me, and it gets the job done. I want my DNA repaired and my original divine blueprint. I want to do what Christ did. All that I have done, you will do, and more. I want to live in joy, abundance, peace, and harmony for me and all life forms. I want to see nature healed on every level. I want to be free from darkness in any form. I want to heal all aspects of myself in every time, space, level, and dimension. In other words, I want my divine cosmic victory and more. I had read about the sacred flames, and this information resonated with me very strongly. An ascended being stated, "Mankind needs to come to the conscious use and understanding of the sacred fire. For the sacred fire gives man the proper tools, so to speak, with which to create, sustain, protect, and bring in the perfection that man desires. If man does not work with the sacred fire, he does not have the full power tools to manifest major change. Everything in creation comes from the sacred fire." I knew that this was of the deep divine truth for me, and that the sacred flames were the answer to all of the desires that I had stated above. But somehow, I could not access the full power and magnificence of the sacred flames. Maybe I did not know how. Maybe I was not putting in enough time. But whatever the reasons, I was frustrated. Years ago, I started making orgone harmonizers and was able to anchor the sacred flames in the harmonizers. This gave the flames a physical vehicle in which to anchor. I was now able to work with the sacred flames so much more and could feel their healing power. I could also feel areas in my life starting to change for the better. But before we go further, what are the sacred flames? The sacred flames are pure divine energy from our I Am God presence, the highest divine source of love. They are the attributes of the divine, however anyone may perceive the divine. The sacred flames are divine love, divine wisdom, divine power, divine peace, divine abundance, divine clarity, and every positive attribute that we can think of. Here is a picture of our I Am God presence surrounded with the sacred flames, and below that is the Buddha, or Christ consciousness, then our higher mental body and higher self, and then finally we here on the physical plane. We too were meant to be surrounded by the sacred flames, as that is our birthright. The sacred flames are the most magnificent pure energy, power source of the divine that is used for creation, for healing, for manifesting. Highly spiritual people have tapped into this power source, and it is our birthright, for we all were made in the image of the divine. Those who have seen their I Am God presence have stated that it is a river of the sacred flames, with lights and colors and energies so powerful as to be overwhelming. Just as a stove is connected to the electrical system, and when we need to heat something, we turn on the burner becomes a vehicle for the electricity that then helps us to manifest our desired goal of heating something. So too, the sacred flames have a connection to the organ that was made for them. And now for the sacred flame holograms. The organ harmonizers laid and are holding the foundation for the sacred flame holograms. So since the sacred flames are pure energy, having a vehicle such as the sacred flame holograms, this allows them to connect and anchor their most beautiful energy here on the planet, and for their power and abilities to be present in our life. We can now work far more easily with the sacred flames and thus heal, manifest, grow spiritually, move into more of our abilities, rejuvenate, and have all of the powers that masters of all ages have been able to develop. It takes time, but the potential is definitely here, not just for a few, but for anyone who would choose. If one looks closely at manifestation of anything in the physical plane and traces it back, everything goes back to the sacred flames. What is water but oxygen and hydrogen? What is oxygen but a gas? What is a gas but one of the three states of matter? It is made up of molecules, atoms, and as one goes deeper, everything is made up of energy. Where does this energy come from? It has to have a source. Could it be that the source of the energy is the divine source of love and the sacred flames which emanate out from the source at all times? So if that is the case, everything comes from the sacred fire, the sacred flames. The sacred flame holograms are a combination of sacred geometry, the sacred flames, and the archangels and cosmic beings of divine light and love who wish to assist us in our own personal growth and manifestations that we desire. Sacred geometry is a structure that holds energy. Just as water needs a container in order for us to drink, so does any energy need a channel or structure in order to manifest on the physical plane, whether that structure be in the form of triangles, squares, rectangles, or circles. So the geometry in the sacred flame holograms helps to give the sacred flames a focus, a structure for their energies to be present much more powerfully here in the physical arena of life. Yet that is not sufficient. We can electrically wire a home, but unless the wiring is connected to the source of the electricity, the wiring does no good. This is also the case with the Sacred Flame Holograms. They too need a connection which activates them and connects them to the source. For without that connection or activation, the holograms would be just a piece of paper. Once the Sacred Flame Holograms are printed, each one is specially activated or connected to the highest divine source of love, and includes a special blessing for each person receiving one. And that blessing will flow into their lives each time they work with the Sacred Flame Holograms. The only thing that would delete the activation is disrespect or a lack of integrity, as the Sacred Flames work with the highest divine integrity. What are the holograms? Much information on holograms is available on the internet. One type of hologram is an actual image that we can see in 3D, but it really is not there. It just appears to be there. Holograms are energy in some form, and we are surrounded by this energy. Seers often see holograms around people or places. These can be holograms of pain, suffering, limitations, toxicity, any of the negative things that humans experience. The holograms can also be of success or abundance in any form. They can be holograms of health or illness, happiness or depression. Since the Sacred Flame Holograms are master holograms, they go in and locate the old holograms that do not support our highest good and delete them. They then replace the old holograms with holograms of success, health, and all that we need and desire in order to be safe and to thrive. These Sacred Flame Master Holograms energetically go into our being, locate things in the right order and timing, and bring the healing to the present time. They go to past lives and heal there. They then bring the healing forward to the present. We can never outgrow the Sacred Flame Holograms, as they are connected to Source, and there is no outgrowing Divine Source. Why are the Sacred Flame Holograms here now? It is time. The Sacred Flame knowledge was here on the planet in the previous golden ages, but when limitations and darkness came on the planet, and mankind turned more to the outer than the inner, that knowledge was withdrawn. But now mankind is turning more to the inner, and we are yearning for our connection to the divine. We are yearning for our lives to really work, for our health, for divine wisdom, divine power, and divine love. Mankind is yearning for peace and safety. And because of that, the knowledge of the Sacred Flames has been brought back to the planet by the masters and teachers of divine light. Now it is time for a vehicle or container that allows the Sacred Flames to be a part of our lives, so that we can live with the Sacred Flames, so that our lives become all that they can be. Thus, the Sacred Flame Holograms. There are many sacred flame holograms because there are many things to heal and to manifest. One hologram would not serve this purpose with ease and grace. How does one know which sacred flame holograms to start with, and how does one work with them? The choice of holograms depends on the purpose of the person. We will present two possibilities of deciding which holograms to work with. The first way is comparable to purchasing an old home or property that has been allowed to go into disrepair for whatever reason. It really needs to be cleaned, repaired, and brought back into its original beauty. The second may be a way of randomly choosing while suggestions are offered. A point to remember here: often the hologram we like the least may be the one we need the most. Some may wish to only experience a few of the holograms. If we look at our many lives, we really have not had a way to take a spiritual shower for centuries. We have tried, and the many healing modalities have done much to help this. As an aside here, the Sacred Flame Holograms greatly enhance and support any healing modality. Practitioners who have used the Sacred Flame Holograms with their modality have reported exponential power enhancement with much deeper and lasting results. But we still may carry trauma, pain, depression, limitations, and belief systems that do not support us. Sometimes it feels like we are looking for a needle in a haystack. Now, with the Sacred Flame Holograms, we no longer have to do that. They find the cause and heal it. Back to a property that we may have purchased, but it needs to be cleaned and repaired. So if we choose to really clean and clear ourselves, we can start with 2 of a set of 10 Sacred Flame Holograms that do some very deep clearing and cleaning. One of these is the Arcturian hologram. Arcturians are highly developed cosmic beings who have dominion over certain negative energies here on the planet and are most willing to assist us in the clearing process. The second clearing and cleaning hologram is the combination of the Arcturians, other cosmic beings, angels, and God warriors. This hologram clears and cleans many other entities and attachments that we are not aware of, but are holding us back or may even be the cause of misfortune in our lives in many of its forms. Since we really have not had the tools with which to clear and clean deeply and into all lifetimes, it takes a bit of time to get the deep clearing and cleaning done. It is advised to use these 2 holograms daily or even twice daily, for we are currently in a soup of all kinds of energies on this planet, and much of it is negative energy. Therefore, we can easily pick it up, and taking a spiritual shower with these 2 holograms daily greatly assists our healing process, brings us back more and more into divine light and love, and into who we really are. Then the following holograms can be added. I Am Presence, our own highest source of divine love. This is a very powerful hologram and creates a stronger and stronger connection to our own God presence. The Violet Flame. The violet flame transmutes and transforms and is the incoming energy of this next age. Much information on the violet flame is on the internet and in books. This is a most important sacred flame hologram to work with. Crystal cup. There is much more to share about the crystal cup and its importance, but for now, it brings us what we need in the form of wisdom or health for any of our bodies, physical, mental, and emotional. It brings much healing. Protection. This special hologram gives us the space to be safe and to thrive. Very important to have in the home, car, and wallet. Divine order and power. This is another very powerful hologram that does so much. It brings the many things within us into divine order and power. There is no end to exploring what each of these holograms can do for us. Divine wisdom. It is the combination of divine love, power, and wisdom that holds so much power and purity. It is this sacred flame, the threefold flame, that is within the heart of each person. Wisdom is one of the three flames. Divine love. This is the essence of who we are. It is the foundation of everything. Food and water. So much of our food is modified or has many toxins in it. This hologram purifies it. Plants love water that has been placed on this hologram. These sacred flame holograms would be an excellent place to begin, for we are clearing and cleaning, then protecting so we can thrive. We have the violet flame to transmute and transform. We are filling ourselves up with the divine energies. A protocol of ideas on how to work with the various sacred flame holograms and what combinations are great to work with is available, and each person is also guided into their own combinations for the particular healing that they need. But if the above is not your choice, and you just wish to explore the holograms, you may want the violet flame, protection, food, and water. Some prefer to obtain the whole set immediately and begin working with the various protocols that are being discovered. The other sacred flame holograms bring healing to the mental, emotional, and physical bodies. They bring deep healing to the subconscious and open the doors to abundance. Another hologram allows us to move into theta consciousness very quickly and is a very powerful meditation tool. Some combinations help to transmute the harmful bacteria and more that we have in our bodies. Another combination transmutes harmful metals. We are working with special holograms for manifesting, for rejuvenation, and more. What are the benefits of working with the sacred flame holograms? Ever since I started working with the sacred flame orgone harmonizers and then the holograms, I have done deep healing. The sacred flame holograms have gone into places that neither I nor anyone else could find, and yet were affecting my life. But since I started working with the complete set of the sacred flame holograms, it is hard to describe the depth of healing that goes on. I met with a person 2 weeks ago and saw them again this week, and I realized that I was in such a different place. I had done so much healing in 2 weeks. There are no words to describe the difference in the inner feelings of confidence, hope, faith, trust, a sense of knowing. I now know that I can finally manifest my reality. Yes, I knew it mentally before, but something within my subconscious or somewhere would not accept that as a truth. I now can feel that truth within me. Along with it comes a great peace, joy, and fulfillment. This healing goes beyond words. The sacred flames heal and move into areas that are deeply in need of healing. We are not claiming medical healing here and do not make any claims for any physical situations. See your physician. They transmute and transform old energies into energies that serve us. They work in the right order and timing and bring the healing into the present. They release old holograms and replace them with divine love and all the divine attributes. They work with grace and ease and find what may have been hidden for centuries. They bring us into deep joy, fulfillment, peace, and abundance of all kinds. Life starts to change, first from the inner and then on the outer. The holograms heal old patterns, limitations, wounds, beliefs, and more. They open doors and more doors and more doors for us so that we can thrive. They support and protect. They heal the subconscious. They heal the mental and emotional bodies. They bring us into our divine birthright. They heal our DNA. They connect us with our I am God presence. They bring us into divine victory. And so much more. All the books in the world could not contain all the information about the sacred flames and what they do for us. How does one work with the sacred flame holograms after they have received them? One excellent way is to place the sacred flame holograms under the feet and meditate. The large holograms have instructions on the back side. Sometimes one can feel things leaving or more energy coming in. At other times it feels like nothing is happening. I have learned that when that is the case, the sacred flame holograms are working very deeply, and they may be doing this for a week or more. Then I feel something coming up, and when it is cleared, I can feel my body becoming more light. That is a wonderful feeling, to be filling up with more and more light. You may wish to place the holograms under the pillow or bed when sleeping. Place food and water on the holograms. Drink from the crystal cup. Keep the small holograms in your wallet or car. Have them by your computer or small ones taped to your computer. Live with them as they are the most powerful of friends. Imagine yourself inside of a hologram. As we continue exploring, more protocols and experiences will be shared. Check with your representative or practitioner. The sacred flames touch us, sing to ourselves, clear the cells of our bodies, and awaken them to their true potential. They enliven us, clear the space so we can get back to our essence. There is no end to what the sacred flames can do. These sacred flame holograms resonate with the most high, pure frequency, yet adjust to each person working with them. They then continue to bring that person into a greater and greater frequency, a greater peace, a greater sense of self, a greater fulfillment of purpose. These Sacred Flame Holograms are impeccable tools that are a gift to us from the divine. The Sacred Flames are friends for a lifetime and beyond. There are also Sacred Flame Holograms of abundance, integrity, victory, divine joy and fulfillment, and more. Each carrying the energies we need to come into our fullness, to manifest heaven on earth, to fulfill our destiny. And there are Sacred Flame Holograms for nature, every aspect of nature, the bees and birds, domesticated animals, wild animals, the air and the clouds, the waters of the earth, the sea creatures, trees, bushes, plants, and grasses of the world, crystals and minerals, every aspect of nature. For the Sacred Flames are the power that can heal all life and bring this planet back into its original divine plan. A grid of light and healing is forming as more and more holograms are being used around the globe. The Sacred Flames truly are a gift from the divine, and they lead us back to oneness. They bring the healing to nature. They lead us back to our birthright. Other upcoming classes: in-depth use of each of the Sacred Flames and a daily program to follow. Opening the doors of abundance and manifesting with ease and grace. Exercises and working with the Sacred Flame Holograms for rejuvenation. Working with the Sacred Flame Holograms for deeper spiritual and personal growth. Accessing the wisdom and knowledge of masters of all lineages. Learning about each of the Sacred Flames individually. Continue working with practitioners and the Sacred Flame Holograms as you can go deeper and deeper, or work on your own, whatever resonates with you. We can now continue on our journey in life with the truest of friends. Many blessings. MaDonna May.